The Arctic sun glowed faintly above the icy horizon. Snowflake, but what the rescuers saw that morning would stay with them forever. Lying on a cracked sheet of ice was a giant polar bear, once a ruler of the frozen world, now reduced to misery. Its snow-white fur was almost unrecognizable, covered in millions of barnacle-like parasites clinging to every inch of its body. The weight of the infestation slowed the beast, and every movement seemed like torture. Its golden eyes, once fierce, were now clouded with pain. The rescue team, wrapped in thick frost-covered jackets and protective masks, stared in disbelief. Dr. Elena, the lead veterinarian, whispered, "I've never seen a case this extreme. These parasites are feeding on him alive." The polar bear tried to stand, but the barnacles tore at its skin. Blood mixed with ice. It let out a low, broken roar, more a cry for help than a warning. Police Starlight, the mission began. The rescuers moved quickly. With heaters, warm saline sprays, and sharp medical tools, they started the painstaking process of scraping away the parasites. Each barnacle detached with resistance, leaving raw, bleeding patches beneath. The stench of decay filled the frozen air. The team worked in shifts, 2 hours at a time, because the cold gnawed at their fingers and the sight of the suffering bear gnawed at their hearts. The bear groaned, sometimes swiping weakly, but Dr. Elena's calm voice soothed him. "Stay with us. We're not your enemy." By the third hour, piles of barnacles formed mounds beside the ice, grayish, crusty shells that once clung to life but were now lifeless heaps. The rescuers wrapped the open wounds in medicated dressings, spraying antiseptic mist that sizzled on contact. The polar bear twitched but did not resist. It was as though he knew these strangers were giving him back his strength. At last, the final parasite was pulled away from near his neck. The rescuers stepped back. The once mighty predator collapsed, breathing heavily, but his body, though scarred, was finally free. A silence fell over the Arctic winds. Then, with a slow shake of his massive body, the polar bear rose. Snow and blood scattered from his fur. His golden eyes burned again, not with pain but with defiance. He let out a roar so powerful it echoed across the endless ice fields. A sound of freedom, a sound of survival. The rescuers, exhausted, frostbitten, and trembling, smiled beneath their masks. They had saved more than a bear. They had saved a piece of the Arctic soul. As the polar bear lumbered into the blizzard, stronger with each step, Dr. Elena whispered, "This is the shocking truth about rescue missions. They don't just heal animals. They heal us too." And under the pale northern lights, the Arctic carried that truth forever.